Today, dear patrons and future YouTube viewers, this video is coming out quite earlier than usual because tonight I'm going to Scarlet Room to support a band with their things, with their first time that I'm seeing this band live. So I'm looking forward to it. Um, and this is why it's coming out earlier today, specifically. Meaning earlier in the day. Yeah, so this last week again, it's Legends of Aria. I'm officially like the last video said, I'm officially an ambassador, and I'm still having quite a lot of fun with it. By the end of this week, we should be busy building the guild house, which is going to be freaking amazing. Other news, I need to figure out what happened. Um, Last night I went to see Shared Address. There's a couple of developments over there, which is going to be amazing. Most of you who were in my Twitch chat knows about one of the developments. There's another thing happening. There's another two things in the pipeline with Shared Address or whatever they are doing. Can't say much more than that. And on Friday I went to the freaking barber and he did not do a good job on my beard. And this was the guy that did a good job previously. So next time I'm going to go to him like, listen, no, don't do the same crap you did. Do what you did the other time, basically. And I, I'm busy setting up OBS, mainly because, you know, Streamlabs OBS have been giving me a bit of issue. And sorry about that, my throat is still fucked from last night. I'm going to get to that soon. It took me about 2 days of like setting up a couple of scenes, taking time off, setting up more scenes. I should be returning to normal OBS by tomorrow's vampire stream. Everything should be set up. The funny thing is, Streamlabs OBS can import stuff from OBS, but Streamlabs OBS can't export stuff back out so that OBS can use it. So I had to reset up all the scenes individually. There's still a couple of mess ups or whatever you want to call it. It's still going to be a thing. And that's basically what's going to happen. So for about the next 2 or 3 streams, there's going to be issues, but we're going to sort it out because I'm on OBS again. Thank you. I've missed you so much, OBS. So yesterday I went out to Red Oak to watch a band perform, Shared Address, and they're pretty damn freaking awesome. And I spent about 10, maybe 15 USD on the night, between 10 and 15 USD for the night. And the vocalist from Shared Address just kept on pouring shots down my throat. And, I gladly accepted. And at some point there was a lady. I'm not going to call her by anything else other than a lady that wanted to get me even more drunk. So she started like giving me shots. I think I got a total of 6 or 7 shots from her. So I was right and proper drunk. And at some point during last night, I decided, you know what? What would be a good idea? If I can just get in the car and drive to Cape Town. Now, Cape Town is 1,000 kilometers south of here, roughly 1,000 kilometers, maybe a little bit more south of here. And, I told everyone there, we said goodbye and everybody left and I got in the car and I started driving. And at about Tromsburg, I don't know, it felt like an hour's worth of drive. I realized what sort of idiot I am. And I turned around and came back and went to bed. Yeah. I think I wanted to get away from that that lady. And there's a bunch of shit I'm still working through in my mind with regards to the fairer gender at the moment. And it's good what happened to me the last couple of weeks. because it broke down a lot of ideological viewpoints on certain people, on certain friends, no, on certain something broke. Let me put it that way. Something broke, and um, part of me testing how broken it was yesterday at the bar. I messaged about four friends, telling them that I'm going to get in the car and go to Cape Town. Um, just in case I disappear. But I was also kind of testing them. And yeah, it's a dick move on me, but I've been treated like shit the last couple of weeks uh, with my friends. And I decided I'm going to test four friends, what their reactions would be. Some of them said, nah, man, just fucking go home. And others said nothing. I think two of them didn't say anything. Two of them said like, nah, go home, buddy. You're kind of drunk and everything, and left it at that. And as I was driving on the highway, I started thinking about stuff. You know, there's a quote from Jack Barrow, an Afrikaans rapper, uh, where he says in one of his songs, "Vriende bly vriende, maar jy staan eintlik alleen." To translate it into English, friends stay friends, but you're actually alone. And that's true. Never has that part of the song rung more true in my life. And yeah, it is interesting. Like it has gotten me to the point that I could literally just disappear, and no one would give a shit. You know, I know it's a bit dark. Today's Patreon video is a bit dark. Um, of course, I know Twitch viewers and patrons would actually fucking care, but I really thought, out of those four friends that I messaged, I really thought at least three of them, would kind of care, and it didn't happen. Maybe because they didn't believe me. Maybe they didn't believe me that I would be driving to Cape Town. Um, Maybe they didn't believe me. Let's write it off. Let's see the silver lining in that situation. Um, Maybe they just didn't believe me. But yeah, that was an interesting experience. Slept until 10 o'clock this morning. Started stream at about 11 on Sunday because I slept in. I was drunk. I was fucking drunk. Slept until about 11. That's till about 10. No, till about just before 11. So at about 10:30, I woke up, brushed my teeth, drank coffee, and started the stream at roughly 11 o'clock in the morning. Um, my let me put it to you this way: my state of mind ain't 100% of what it used to be. Like I said, shit got broken down in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Fuck it, I don't know. I want to say last month, but let's say shit got broken down in the last 3 weeks, roughly. And coupled with that, the passing of Jambalaya, it did take a heavy toll on me. And yeah, this is me. These videos I make just to show you behind the scenes, what's going on in my mind other than streaming and gaming. And yeah, it was quite the eye opener on yesterday. Um, but at least it was a good Saturday for a change. At least it was a good Saturday. All things considered, the last Saturday, yesterday, basically, um, was a good Saturday. And I still got some shit to work through. And some of it might bleed through on my streams. Some of it might bleed through on my streams. Don't worry, I will not disappear. I love streaming too much, and I love life too much. I will not take that route ever. I will not take that route again. Let me put it to you that way. I will not take that route again. This video is going to be flagged on YouTube like mad. But anyway, I won't take that route again. Or at least I won't take that route again. I failed a couple of times in the past. Um, luckily for me and for you guys, otherwise you wouldn't have known about this beard that's shittily shaved. So luckily I failed a couple of times in the past. Um, yeah, so my big thing at the moment is I've got some shit to work through. I've got I just got some shit to work through. Tomorrow night we're gonna do Vampire the Masquerade on Twitch. I'm thinking like if I have enough money saved at some point, you know, that I should probably just take a bit of a break. In the sense of like take a 2-3 day break from streaming, from Twitch, from friends, from family, you know, just take a 2-3 day break, disappear, and just fucking chill the fuck out. Maybe grab a bit of drinks and just take 2 or 3 days and just fucking disappear. Not let anyone know. Like the only people who know I'll be active, who knows where I am, will literally be my family. That's. I think I should do that just for a bit. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to see what this week brings. But at this point, I feel like I just need to, not to get back at friends or anything, just I need to disappear to find myself and to show the actual friends. Main reason is to find myself. And the second reason is to show the actual friends what the fuck I'm worth, you know. And then once they are freaked out, I can start, probably treating them the way they treated me. Um, it is a big thing for me personally. It is a big thing. I I don't know. It is just it's just fucked up. And here's the thing: of everything that happened, talking about it helps. Talking about it with everybody involved helps. And we basically haven't spoken about it at all, and that is kind of a big issue for me. And we are going to go the type of relationships we have as the friends and everything is we just like showed anger, showed disappointment, and then move on, never talking about it. So yeah, that's probably not healthy. That's probably not healthy. But yeah, I don't know. I am in a very, very weird spot. Uh, I'm either, and I'm damaging myself mentally and physically uh, at the moment. I'm damaging myself mentally and physically because I don't eat. And whenever I do eat, I eat about a quarter and even less than what I usually do. So yeah, it is. It is. I never eat, and I eat little, and I did delve back into smoking again like a shit ton. For example, like when I tell you like I never eat as much, like the one hot dog that I had at Poltrix's place, about halfway through, I was actually forcing it down my throat. I was actually forcing it down because it was too much. Um, yeah, so I've got a couple of shit to work through. The thing is, what I want to tell you though, I'm telling you this, and not to get you guys to start worrying or anything about me. No, on the contrary, I want to tell you this because if I do say shit or do shit, either on stream or for those of you who know me IRL in real life, just for those patrons of you who knows about me in real life, just uh, just know what shit I'm going through. You know, just know I'm going through a lot of shit and I'm working through shit. And my I'm not going through a lot of shit. I'm working through a lot of shit. Um, Firstly, I'm working against again my body, trying to get back into an healthy eating regime. I'm trying to kick cigarettes. Um, I'm trying to kick it, but it's just every now and again I get an anxiety attack and I have to go smoke, you know. And it's kind of counterproductive because smoking increases everything that an anxiety attacks do to you, you know. So it's kind of counterproductive, but I feel in control then. Um, and yeah, so long story short, I'm going through some shit. I'm working through some shit, and I will be fine eventually. I will be fine. Um, and I will continue on streaming. Don't worry about that. And I will do the vampire things and everything. Maybe I can use the vampire thing to work through some of those issues. I mean, I know a lot of people have been put in a situation in a role playing game where they had to work. They were faced with shit they never dealt with, and when they dealt with it in the role playing game, they actually uh, got through it better the other side. So maybe I should just implement some things in the Vampire the Masquerade and see if I can work through it or see how other people react to it, and maybe I can work through it and all of that. Maybe. Hmm, that seems like a good idea. But still, I'm working through things, and being someone who, this is sort of this is therapeutic. This video of mine is very therapeutic. Being someone who has suffered from and still is suffering from some form of depression, it is pretty damn easy to put on a smile and pretend everything is going good while there's a war waging inside of you. Um, Now, let me tell you one thing: I've not had any suicidal thoughts or anything, um, and I most likely won't because I'm a stubborn fucker at the moment. I'm a stubborn fucker. I love living too much. Um, but yeah, that is basically where I'm at the moment. I'd love to just get back to, let's say the shit started happening, let's say the last month. I just like to get back to where I was before the last month happened. Um, maybe it's a massive effect of Jambalay's death that I'm only now working through. Maybe that's a big part of it. Maybe it's because of the shit that happened to me when I went out 2 Saturdays, not last Saturday, but the 2 Saturdays prior, that I still need to work through and everything. Um, but yeah, let me say one thing before I sign off. I'm getting tired of being the good guy. Okay, I'm really getting tired of being the good guy. I I do so much, and I go out of my way to help people. And it's just, I'm tired of being the good guy, the guy that sacrifices everything. Okay, not everything, but the guy that sacrifices a lot to get shit done and to, make sure everybody around him has a good time. What about me? What the fuck about me? Am I the only one that cares about other people having a good time? And the moment I want to have a good time, things just turn out really bad for me? This is a long video. I'm sorry, guys. This is a long video. You can catch me on my channel, as always. Uh, Tomorrow night will be the first vampire stream in about 3 weeks. So, yeah, it's about 3 weeks. Fucking hell, it is about 3 weeks. It's the first vampire stream in about 3 weeks. And on Tuesday, we start with the streamathon again, which is a 12-hour stream. Well, which is a potentially 12-hour stream. Um, some of the bits, subs, and tips are carried over to actually work towards the 12-hour stream tomorrow. I think we're sitting on 7 hours, I think, at the moment. And we'll have a lot of fun in Legends of Aria. I'll probably switch out 2 characters during that 12-hour stream because the one character will need the money to buy the guild house, and then we'll get the crafter on to start working on materials for the guild house. Yeah, so that is this week so far. This week's thing, what is the date? Let me just confirm. This week's thing, I'm not entirely sure if I've got stuff for the weekend planned. So this weekend should be a normal weekend. Probably not going to go out this weekend at all, this coming weekend. The weekend thereafter is also a reasonably quiet weekend. Yeah, it is pretty damn shit. Let me tell you, the 31st of August 2019, the 7th of August 2019 are weekends that I kind of want to fucking forget. I kind of want to kick everybody in that weekend that had a part to play in that weekends on their asses, in their balls, in their dicks, or whatever. But yeah, so shit. I need to feed the dogs. That's how early it is. So yeah, I've spoken too much, too long. And maybe if I feel like it, you might get a second Patreon video this week, maybe. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and sorry for this shitty video. Did not mean to bring you down. I really didn't. But this is sort of therapy for me. So thank you everybody for watching. And until next week at the latest, Sunday evening next week at the latest, you all should have a beardly good one.